In 2022, NORAD, the U.S. military agency that monitors aerospace threats, logged over 9 million website visits from people tracking Santa's flight path on Christmas Eve. 9 million. That's more than the annual online visitors to the Smithsonian, the Louvre, and the British Museum combined. Think about that. For someone the world insists isn't real, Santa Claus gets an awful lot of air traffic control attention. And it's not just NORAD. Every year, millions of letters addressed to the North Pole arrive at post offices around the world. People still bake cookies for him. Children still wake up certain that a man in red came through their home in the middle of the night. Entire industries, advertising, toys, even aerospace, nod knowingly toward the idea of his journey. Logic tells us it's a story, a cultural tradition, a bit of seasonal theater. But belief is stubborn. Belief is the thing you can't quite shake, even when the evidence says otherwise. So, what if everyone's been wrong? What if the letters, the bells, the midnight shadow against the moon are exactly what they seem? What if Santa is real? Welcome to Parallel, a mix of storytelling and thought-provoking what-if scenarios, combining narrative fiction and analysis that includes real-world science, philosophy, and potential real-world implications. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so that you do not miss out on the next episode. Because, one reality, says T-Boom, is never enough.
I'm 7 now. Too big for baby stuff. I've got a proper school backpack, I can tie my own laces, and I don't even flinch at the dentist anymore. So yeah, probably too big to believe in Santa. That's what Charlie says. He says it's just your mum and dad sneaking presents into your room after you fall asleep. He laughed when I told him about the year I heard footsteps on the roof. I didn't tell him I also heard bells. Not jingles from a phone or anything. Real bells. And Sarah said her older sister caught her parents eating the cookies and drinking the milk. That shook me a bit, I won't lie. But still, something about that just doesn't sound right. Like, if it's just our parents, why would they go to all that trouble? Why would they write in different handwriting? Why would the wrapping paper only ever appear at Christmas and never in the cupboard? Also, this one time, I saw a shadow against the moon. Not a plane. Bigger, rounder, and there was this twinkle. You had to be quick to see it. Blink, and it's gone. Mum says Santa lives in our hearts, which usually means something isn't real. But my heart says he is. So tonight, I'm staying up, just in case. And, if I do fall asleep, I still believe.
The history. Where did Santa come from? The idea of Santa didn't appear overnight. The original inspiration was Saint Nicholas, a 4th century bishop from Myra, now modern-day Turkey. He was known for secret gift-giving, most famously dropping coins down chimneys for poor families. Over centuries he transformed. The Dutch gave us Santa Claus. The British had Father Christmas. In America, the Coca-Cola company dressed him in red and white and made him smile for the world. Santa became a story we all helped shape, generation after generation. Each culture gave him something new: reindeer, elves, the North Pole, letters from children. But the essence never changed. Someone watching over us. Someone who rewarded good and forgave bad. Someone who showed up, even if we didn't always see him. What about the science? Could Santa actually do it? Let's break it down. According to physicist Larry Silverberg from NC State, for Santa to visit roughly 500 million households on Christmas Eve, he would need to travel at about 1,800 miles per second. That's over 6,000 times the speed of sound. He'd also need to carry hundreds of thousands of tons of toys. But what if Santa isn't bound by conventional physics? What if he operates in a relativistic time bubble, where time slows for him but flows normally for us? Or maybe he uses quantum tunneling, like particles that appear in two places at once, or a wormhole delivery system. Maybe the sleigh is more spaceship than sled, or maybe, just maybe, Santa doesn't deliver gifts to every home. Maybe he only delivers to homes where someone still believes. What's happening around the world now? The loss of belief. We're living in an age where everything is explainable, searchable, debunkable. Santa, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, mythical placeholders, swapped out for logic and skepticism. And sure, some of that's healthy. We need critical thinking. But belief isn't just about magic, it's about meaning. A child who believes in Santa isn't foolish, they're hopeful. They trust the world has surprises, that someone's watching over them, and that actions, being kind, helping others, sharing, matter. Take belief away completely, and something emptier takes its place. What would be the societal impact if he did exist? If Santa truly existed, globally, unquestionably, society would change. Crime might decrease around December because someone is watching. Charity would rise, not from obligation, but inspiration. Nations might stop bickering over borders to track Santa's sleigh in the sky. Fun fact, NORAD does this in partnership with Google and Microsoft. And maybe, just maybe, we'd see each other more kindly. Because if Santa exists and he thinks you're worth visiting, then maybe we're all a little more magical than we thought. In a world of noise and negativity, of deadlines, bills, bad news, and burnout, belief is a rebellion. Believing in something unseen, whether it's Santa, kindness, or a better tomorrow, isn't childish. It's human. So maybe we don't grow out of Santa. Maybe we just forget how to look, because the world is hard, yes. But believing, even just a little, softens it. And tonight, as the lights glow and the air feels just a bit different, ask yourself, have you been good this year? Because he's on his way. Thank you so much for listening in to this episode of Parallel. If you have an idea for a future episode, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow its audience. Until the next episode, remember, one reality is never enough.